Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel, CCM Drummer. My name is Matthew Jackson. Today I want to talk to you about my cymbal setup and what I have in my inventory. I'm in between projects. I just finished a project. I'm going to start another one, and so I have to reconfigure my cymbal setup. So I thought I have to break out all my cymbals, and I thought I would just show you what I got. Now, one thing I want to make clear is when I acquired my cymbals, I did it on a piecemeal basis. I bought one cymbal at a time, sort of thing. I didn't buy an entire signature line or a family of cymbals from a particular brand. I just, I had a preconceived notion, like when I bought a ride cymbal, I had a preconceived notion of what I wanted my ride cymbal to sound like in my head, and so I had this sound in my head that I wanted to hear. So when I went shopping for ride cymbals, I sampled a lot of cymbals and just found that one ride cymbal that duplicates the sound that I'm looking for. So I wasn't really focused in on any one particular brand of cymbal or one particular line or model of cymbals within that line. Now, it turns out that most of the cymbals in my inventory are Zildjians, okay? But it wasn't because I set out to buy Zildjians that I'm particularly partial. It wasn't like I was thinking, man, Zildjians rock, man, I gotta get some Zildjians. No, it wasn't that. It's just that I had this preconceived sound in my head, and when I heard the sound duplicated, that's what I want. So that's such the case with my 20-inch ride. This is more of a vintage model. It's just a Zildjian, not any particular family. This is before Zildjian actually busted out their product lines into different types of families or model lines. Zildjians were just Zildjians at that time. This is a vintage. I do not know what year this cymbal was made. My best guess is 60s or 70s, but who knows? But it's a good it's a good medium, and it doesn't say medium ride, but it's just a ride. So it's not a dark ride, it's not a thin ride, medium ride. It's just a ride cymbal, that's it. Doesn't even say it's a ride cymbal, but it rides very well. It gets the job done. I think it sounds better than most rides, but probably not as good as some. Now, when I bought my hi-hat cymbals, these cymbals in particular are 13-inch, and the top hi-hat is a Zildjian K. So that's the K family, that's the K line. And a lot of people, when they have a particular type cymbals, they'll have one, because you got a K ride, you got K crashes, and you got a whole set of cymbals you can outfit your drums with just with the K series. But I didn't do that. But I do like the K sound when it comes to my hi-hat. And also it's a 13-inch. I wanted some 13-inch hats, but I wanted some hats that had a good chick in it, but also a little bit of ring with that chick. I liked a little bit of ring. Not a lot, but a little bit. And my kit, when I was assembling this kit back in 2001, I was moving more towards a fusion type kit because I have a 13-inch snare, a 10-inch tom, and then a 14-inch floor tom. So this 13-inch Zildjian K hi-hat cymbal really complements that very well. The bottom hi-hat is a Z Custom Dyno Beat. Very thick. And as most of you probably know, your bottom cymbal on your hi-hat is a little thicker than your top. But this is a really good hi-hat cymbal, and I really enjoy using it. And so, yeah, the hi-hat cymbal, the ride cymbal, of course, those are mainstays. I use those all the time, no matter what gig I'm doing or what type of song I'm doing. Now, my main crash that I use is a 17-inch Zildjian thin crash. And again, there's no particular family line. It's just Zildjian thin crash, 17-inch. It's a good, it's got some punch, it's got meat in it, it's got good attack, it's there when I need it, good rock and roll cymbal. If you need it for that, that's what it's there for. My other go-to cymbal for crashes is a scimitar bronze. This is a 16-inch, also made by Zildjian. I know it looks like hell, but it is a very versatile cymbal because I could use it on the softer, mellow stuff, and it's also strong enough I could use on the power stuff if I need to. So yeah, it can produce a good attack when you need to. And my next project I'm going to be working on, it's going to call for a crash cymbal, a splash cymbal in this song. So I do have a splash cymbal. This is the Zildjian S, 10-inch. The S series is kind of nice. I like its light dryness. Has a little bit of a trashy sound. These things, I was told, they're 80% or 88% copper, 12% tin. Good little crash cymbal, or splash cymbal, I should say. Well, you do crash a splash, but anyway. I also have a Zildjian S crash cymbal. This is a 14-inch. So, yeah, if I was doing a more of a mellower gig, that it was more of an intimate setting and I didn't want to blow my audience away with hard crashes, I'd probably go with this, the scimitar, and maybe the splash, you know. But yeah, let me show you. This is a 16-inch cymbal, probably a brand I don't know if you guys have ever heard of. It's called UFIP. Now, when I bought this cymbal, I was a percussionist. I did some percussion work for about, maybe 6 to 8 years, because I could get some percussion gigs. I played congas, bongos, and timbales, and I needed a cymbal that would complement my percussion setup. And this is a great percussionist cymbal because it's very good on cymbal rolls. If you have mallets and you want to do cymbal rolls for coloring and texturing, especially in a church service, this is a good cymbal for that. It's got good attack. It's very strong, very punchy, a little stronger than my Zildjian 17-inch thin crash. So if I was in a rock and roll type gig where I really needed to have some good crash sounds and be strong, I'd probably put this on there as well. So it makes it's a good regular crash cymbal, but it is an excellent percussionist cymbal because that's the main reason I got it. Also, this little puppy also doubles up as a good ride cymbal. I used it as a ride cymbal a lot when I played percussion. I'd ride quarter notes on this with a stick, and then with my other hand I'd be playing the conga. And the quarter note would complement the eighth notes the drummers were playing on the hi-hat. So this is a very versatile cymbal, and enjoyed having it in my arsenal. Now, 2 more cymbals and I'm done here. I want to talk to you about China cymbals. This is called a Oriental China crash. It is a 16-inch. Actually, it actually says China trash. It's more of a drier sound of cymbal, and I like the 16-inch size because the attack on this thing is really good. So yeah, that's the more drier, trashy sound. And then my last cymbal I wanted to show you, this is an 18-inch. This is the only Sabian cymbal that I have in my arsenal of cymbals. It's a AA China crash. Has more of the gongy type sound. You know, it's metal Chinese, so they call it right here. But so I've got options on the China crash depending on what kind of song. There are some cover tunes that I'm going to be doing in the distant future that do have China crashes on them. So when I get to those projects, I'll be prepared to duplicate those sounds with either one of these 2 cymbals. So that is it. Again, nothing against Peisty, nothing against Sabian, nothing against Menal. They're all good brands, but it just turns out that the majority of the cymbals I have in my arsenal are Zildjian, and I'm not being endorsed or paid by Zildjian to say all this, but they just have the sounds that I was looking for, and I got those sounds. So anyway, Thank you for watching, and until next time, God bless. Have a good day.